and today I am making a video for the university to talk a little bit about what to do after you finish university or you finished 4th year, because that's currently where I am at the moment. So I'll be graduating this year. I have actually finished everything. That is me completely done, and I never really thought about what to do after uni, because I think a lot of the time you're literally just thinking about the experience in the moment and you never think about what's going to happen after, and then all of a sudden it creeps up on you and you're like, I don't know what I want to do. I have collated a few ideas and suggestions of at least things that I thought about and considered when it came to my time of thinking about what I wanted to do now. So hopefully this will help any of you guys that are graduating this year, or if you're graduating next year or in a few years. It just gives you an idea of things that you could possibly think about, and these ideas might not be for you, but they're little suggestions and hopefully they'll help you on your way. So the first one, and it's the most obvious one to me anyway, it might not be to everybody, but to me it is the most obvious one, and that is doing some form of master's or postgraduate study. So online you have all these resources available to you to have a look at what there is, what courses there are, where they are, at what universities. So you can just go and have a little look, do some research, get some inspiration, and see if there's anything out there that kind of interests you, even if it's not directly related to your undergraduate degree. There might be something that sparks your interest that you decide, actually that looks really fun to me, or actually that's something that I've never thought about doing before but looks interesting to me. And it might help you think about not just the postgraduate or master's study, but also like what you might want to do in the future, and it might just spark some interest and some further ideas as well. Another way that you can maybe research postgraduate degrees would be if there's somewhere that you've always wanted to move, or a city that you think looks nice or interesting. You could look at what universities are there and then have a look at the degrees that are available there, and then you might find something really interesting. The second idea or thing that you could do following on from 4th year is just going straight into work. That is what I have done at the moment. I personally decided that right now I don't know exactly what I want to do in terms of postgraduate study. I do think that I want to do a master's of some description, but I don't know where, I don't know what, and also they do cost quite a lot of money. So for me it just wasn't the right choice right now, and so I decided to go straight into work. So you can easily say go into work, but I think the most complicated thing there is, where do you find a job? So the first piece of advice that I can make is that if you don't already have one, create a LinkedIn account. I think this is a great way to sort of showcase yourself as a prospective employee, but also it gives you an idea of what employers are looking for or what's out there as well. Sort of leading on from that in terms of where you can look for jobs. So I'm sure some places will just advertise in their window, or one of the jobs that I got I actually just found through their Instagram account. So those are obviously places that you can look, but another great resource you can use to find a job is the intranet. And I have a couple of suggestions of places that you can look to find these jobs. So the first one is LinkedIn itself. So sort of following on from what I was saying before, I didn't want to give it away, but basically not only is LinkedIn a great way for you to showcase yourself as an employee, some employers will advertise jobs on there, and there were loads of graduate jobs and other types of jobs that were available on there that I saw. Some of them I applied to, didn't hear back. Some of them I saw, they weren't for me, so I didn't apply, but that's part of the process, I guess. But any part of you that thinks this job could be for me, or I quite like the sound of that job, but just apply. There's no harm in applying. So a few other websites that you can look for jobs on include Indeed, S1 Jobs, Gumtree even, sometimes you'll find some there, or Reed. Those are the ones that I can think of off the top of my head anyway. And on a lot of these you can in fact set up job alerts. So if there's a certain type of job that you're looking for and you've searched this certain type of job on their website, a lot of the time it will give you the option to set up a job alert, which basically just means that any jobs that are similar or in a similar area, you'll get emails through to say, oh, this new job has come up, you might be interested in it. But on top of that, you can also, with some of these websites, upload your own CV onto it. So backtracking to what I said about LinkedIn, it allows employers to maybe look for you rather than you looking for them. So that's another way that might allow you to be more likely to find a job. A last little note to add to this is not just looking for jobs, but look for things such as like internships and placements. A lot of these might be time dependent. And what I mean by that is that some of them might be a 3-month internship or a 6-month placement, something along those lines. But even if that is the case and you think it's a job or an internship or a placement that interests you, I think it's always still worth applying, because despite the fact that it does say it has that time frame on it, you never know. They might really like you and they might hire you on after that, but even if not, it gives you experience that looks good for future employers as well. So don't worry about time frames on jobs, because I think either way it's experience that's important as well. This one might seem a little not very specific, I think is the way to put it, but try something completely new. So university in Scotland, an undergraduate is usually 4 years. That's a very long time to be in the same place, doing the same thing, and although you're working towards something really important and it is great to get your degree, by that point you might be ready to just do something completely different and completely new. And you never know, doing those things that are completely new and completely different might lead you onto the track for what is going to be the rest of your life. So some examples to go into a little bit more depth as into what I mean by trying something completely new would first of all be au pairing. So au pairing is when you go away and you basically are almost like a nanny, but you live with the family, and it's a great way to experience a new country or a new place that is completely different to what you're used to, but with also having almost like that safety net of, you know, staying with people that know what they're doing. And a lot of the time when you apply for these things, you apply through au pairing websites. An example website would be one called Au Pair World, that's AUPAIR World, and there is that kind of safety net that it is an official company. On that you can basically create a profile and you can look for families or families can look for you. I think that's how it works. Don't quote me on that because I've not actually done it myself, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works. And that's a great way to just do something completely new. And if you're interested in moving abroad or moving somewhere new, I think that would be a fantastic way of doing it, because you get, I think it's like you get free accommodation, you get free food, you get almost like kind of like pocket money. You don't really get paid, but you get like a little bit to keep you going. And yeah, it's just, I think it's a no-brainer really. It's something that I might do in the future. I have considered it. So yeah, that would be one example. Another example might be something like a ski season. If you're a skier, I think a ski season would be a great way to do something, again, something new, something different. Even if you've done a ski season before, it might be that you've not done it in a while, or if you've been at uni, you've not been able to sort of fully experience a ski season. So that might be something to look into if you enjoy skiing, or just generally sort of coming on from that, just traveling. I know at the moment that is slightly restricted as to what you can and can't do, but hopefully, fingers crossed, in the not too distant future, traveling is something hopefully that would be an option again as to something that you could do after you've finished your 4 years at university. So what you could do at the moment is even just plan something vague. Have an idea in your head of where you would like to go, how long you'd like to go for, and whether you'd be happy going on your own or if you want to talk to somebody else about doing it with you. And if you just have that vague plan in your head, it means that when restrictions do lessen and you have a better idea of the likelihood of when and where you'll be able to travel, you can then actually start to make your solid plan of like, okay, so we're gonna leave on this day, we're gonna stay here, we're gonna look for Airbnbs, blah blah blah, etc, etc. And I just think that's a nice thing to also have to look forward to, because it means that even if you can't do it right at this moment, you have the idea in your head and you know that when you can, you will. And it's something to keep you motivated in the meantime as well. And again, leading on from that point, something new you could do is just move somewhere completely different. Whether that is inland UK or elsewhere abroad, again, restriction dependent. If there is somewhere that you've always thought looked really nice, or you think that you would fit in well, or you think that you would enjoy living there, just go for it. Or at least have a look into, you know, the expenses of living there, whether job prospects are good there, whether whatever you're wanting to do in that place, just make sure that what you need is available. And if it is, it's a great opportunity to meet new people, try new things. And after 4 years at uni in the same place, it's a really fun thing, a really fun idea of something to do. So those are some things that I have looked into and some ideas that I have considered with my upcoming graduation. There is just one overall piece of advice, or maybe not advice, but overall thing that I would like to say is that if you don't know what you want to do and it's coming up to the end of your university, don't panic, because here I am having finished everything, awaiting my graduation, and I still don't know what I want to do. I have no idea. I'm just trying things out, I'm seeing how they go, and if I enjoy them then that's great, and if I don't, then at least it was an experience that was worthwhile. And on top of that, I guess just do something that you enjoy. Do what makes you happy. And as long as you're happy, healthy, and having a good time, that's all that really matters. I hope that some of these ideas have maybe spurred something for you guys, or if there's any other ideas that you guys have had, or suggestions that you could make of things to do after you've finished your 4 years at university, I definitely think people would appreciate them being commented down below. So even if it's expansions on what I have said, or if it's something completely different, leaving a little comment down below would be very helpful for other people like myself that are trying to have think about what to do now that they are finishing, or coming up to finishing, or will be finishing their undergraduate degree. Thank you for watching this video, and again, I hope that it was helpful in some way, and I hope you have a great day, and if you are graduating this year, then all the best and good luck with your future.